Okay, let's get right into it. Iran has launched a direct missile attack on Israel. Tonight, we're going to break down exactly what went down, how Israel says they responded, and we're also going to uncover a really critical consequence, one you might not have even thought about.
So what are we talking about here? At the heart of it all is this, a barrage of missiles, fired directly from Iran, heading straight for Israel. I mean, this is a huge escalation, and the reports we're seeing, they paint a pretty dramatic picture of the night sky.
All right, so let's start with the attack itself. What did it actually look like? Well, we have some really specific accounts from people on the ground, what they actually saw with their own eyes.
And we're talking incredibly specific sightings here. This wasn't, some distant, abstract thing happening miles away. No, these missiles were reportedly seen just lighting up the night sky right over central Israel. We even have reports confirming they were visible right there above Tel Aviv.
Okay, so you've got this barrage of missiles coming in. The next obvious question is, how did Israel respond? Well, the Israeli army put out an official statement explaining their actions.
And their direct claim? To put it simply, according to the Israeli army, they intercepted these missile strikes. That's the official line, their position on what happened.
So the sequence of events they're laying out is pretty straightforward, right? Step 1, Iran fires the missiles. Step 2, Israel's defense systems intercept them. And, on the surface, that sounds like story over. But is it really?
This is where it gets interesting, because it raises a really critical question. I mean, if you stop the missiles in midair, is the danger just gone? Is the threat actually neutralized? Well, the answer is a little more complicated than you might think.
And that's because it leads us straight to the consequences. See, even a successful interception has this secondary effect, a whole new set of risks on the ground. And that risk? It's all about falling debris.
Think about it. When a missile gets blown up in the atmosphere, it doesn't just poof, disappear into thin air. Nope, it shatters into all these fragments. Some of them can be pretty big and heavy, and all that stuff has to fall back down to Earth. That's what we're talking about when we say falling debris.
And look, this isn't just a little bit of scrap metal we're talking about. These falling pieces carry some very real risks. They can come crashing down on key infrastructure, cause some serious damage. Heck, the impact alone can even start fires. So the danger doesn't really go away, right? It just changes form.
And this, right here, is the key takeaway. Stopping a missile in the sky, it's not the end of the story, not by a long shot. A successful interception, yeah, it might prevent that initial primary disaster, but what it does is create this whole other secondary threat on the ground, and it's a lot less predictable.
So this really reframes how we need to think about these kinds of events, doesn't it? When you stop an attack coming from the sky, maybe the most important question then becomes, okay, so what dangers are waiting for us now on the ground? It's just a stark reminder that in modern warfare, the threat doesn't always end when you hear that last explosion fade away.